What's up, Geek Girl World? This is Ari, and welcome to Film Friday. Today, I'm going to review The Jungle Book, and I have to say this movie is beautiful. It is just gorgeous, and I loved it. I was skeptical at first because I'm a really big fan of the animated classic, The Jungle Book. I love that movie. So this whole trend with Disney updating their animated classics into live action films kind of is, it's like it's ruining my childhood. I'm not too keen on it. But, and this is one of those movies that the animated classic, I'm like, no, leave it alone, it's perfect. You don't need to redo it. And people have tried in different versions, may not have been exactly the Disney version, because the Disney version isn't like Rudyard Kipling's book, his story. It doesn't go exactly like that. So people can go ahead and try and do their own version. They just didn't call it The Jungle Book or something like that. And none of them have lived up to the Disney animated classic. Anytime anybody's tried to do anything similar or along that vein, it's just never, ever held a candle to the animated classic. But this one that Disney has done with Jon Favreau is just amazing. And it really does, it doesn't go exactly like the animated classic. So for those of you who are deathly afraid of musicals, you do not have to worry. This is not a musical. And for those of you who really love the whimsicality and just the fun lightheartedness of the animated classic, you will find that in this movie. It's a serious tone. It has a serious tone, and it does take itself seriously, but it's also still very light and warm-hearted and loving. And that is what was so amazing about this. And I'm so glad that Jon Favreau was able to blend all the things, all of the elements of live action filmmaking and still capture that warm-hearted, whimsical, loving feeling of the animated classic. One of the things that really stood out for me was Idris Elba's voice as Shere Khan. I love Idris Elba. So his voice just evokes this power and command and just this awesomeness and fearsomeness. And you really see that. You really see that in the CGI and animation. One thing is the CGI in this film is just top notch. You don't even realize that it's CGI. You think that animals are talking. You think that this is the way animals really talk in the jungle. So yeah, Shere Khan is just, it's just breathtaking. Just to, you hear his voice, and I feel like I'm like one of those animals just cowering at his feet.
What is it? This scent that I'm on. I almost think it was some kind of man cub.
Mowgli belongs to my pack, Shere Khan.
Mowgli? They've given it a name. When was it we came to adopt man into the jungle?
He's just a cub.
Does my face not remind you of what a grown man can do? Shift your hunting ground for a few years and everyone forgets how the law works. Or let me remind you, a man cub becomes man, and man is forbidden!
Another takeaway from this is Lupita Nyong'o. Her voice as Mowgli's mother, wolf mother, she is just so nurturing and caring. There's a really good scene, and I know people have seen this probably in the trailer, when Mowgli says goodbye to the wolf pack. And there's just and you have Ben Kingsley as Bagheera, the Panther, and there's Giancarlo Esposito as the wolf pack leader. And when he's saying goodbye, it's just so emotional. I got so teary-eyed, at this scene because of the emotion that is, being invoked in just this simple goodbye between this wolf mother and her man.
Maybe it's time he found another people.
No.
I'm the one who brought him to you, and now I'll return him to where he belongs.
I won't let you. He's my cub.
We knew this day would come.
We are the only family he's ever known.
Raksha. It's the only place he'll be safe.
It's okay, Ami. It won't go far. I'll come back and visit.
Never forget this. You're mine. Mine to me. No matter where you go, or what they may call you, you will always be my son.
One of the things that I had a little bit of a problem with was Scarlett Johansson cast as Ka. But because I was thinking, oh yeah, she should be very seductive, really seductive and slinky and sexy. And then I got home and I thought about it and I'm like, no, her voice was right. She sounded very nurturing and not alluring, but nurturing and comforting. And that's exactly what Mowgli needed to hear. So her voice was just really in line with that. And so hearing it and watching it for the first time, I'm thinking she should be playing something else, because that's how I see her sometimes. Watching her as Black Widow on the screen, I see her as being, this sexy seductress who takes charge and is kicking butt. But really her turn as Ka had to be something different and to attract a child. So that actually does work. And so after I sat on that, came back and sat on that for a while, I realized exactly what they were going for, and they definitely hit the mark with that.
I'm not gonna hurt you.
I was just passing through. I don't want any trouble.
Are you?
I'm waiting for a friend. He should be here soon.
I can stay with you. Would that be all right? I'll keep you safe. Just you and me, sweet thing.
Who are you?
Ka.
Another one is Bill Murray is cast as the bear Baloo. This was perfect too, and this is where you get some of that lightheartedness and some of that comedy without having it be traditional comic relief. It's snuck in there, and Bill Murray is phenomenal at doing that, because he can be dramatic and funny at the same time in the same moment. He's really good at doing that, and I love him as Baloo. He's just perfect.
Relax, kid. No need to get worked up, okay?
Where am I?
This is a cave. It's my cave. You don't remember what happened, do you?
No.
I saved your life. Yeah, I snatched you from the jaws of death, the coils of death, if you will. And lucky for you, your new favorite hero, old Baloo here, just happened to be passing by. No big deal. Just tell me this. Can you climb?
Yeah.
Then let's quit wasting time and get on with it.
Get on with what?
Payback, kid. Payback.
What do you mean payback? Payback for what?
One of the things that Favreau did in making this more of a dramatic movie and more like an adult kind of movie is, and this is one of my favorite parts of the animated movie, was the scene with King Louie and the song "I Want to Be Like You." That's one of my favorite parts of that movie. So anytime I always hear about adaptations of The Jungle Book, I'm thinking, no, because you can't do that over. You can't do, Louis Prima singing that song over again. It's just done. But one of the things in bringing King Louie into a live action film was he made him more like this godfather, or like this, this gangster. And then I realized, with Christopher Walken playing King Louie like this, I realized, that's kind of how he was in the animated cartoon. I mean, the song and the dancing throws you off, but King Louie was a gangster. King Louie was a gangster even in the animated cartoon. So it was the way Jon Favreau set that up and the way that played out on the screen. It was definitely brilliant. He's not an orangutan. I thought he was an orangutan in the animated film, but he's not an orangutan in the live action. He's some other huge, gigantic ape-like creature, but it's still played very well on the screen.
Tell me, you ever had a taste of the pawpaw fruit down there in Sethi? Some people call it what's the word? Papaya. Stolen words. I say pawpaw goes to the sound it makes when it tumbles to the jungle floor. Try it. Go ahead.
It's good.
You know who I am?
No.
I am the king of the bad dialogue. Call me Louie.
This movie I would definitely recommend to bring your kids to. I know it's a PG, I think it's a PG movie. It may be PG-13. Not sure about that. But I don't think that it's too adult for kids. It definitely has adult themes in it, but I don't think that kids will be scared or frightened. There is dramatic tension, but it's still on that level where you can bring your kids. Maybe not really, really small children, but kids around elementary school age, probably 8 and up. I'm one of those people that I don't really always like to recommend, bringing your kids to films or whatnot. But because I totally believe that parents should make that decision for themselves, not just listen to reviewers, not just go by the ratings. Make the decision for yourself of whether or not you want your child to see this movie. Because I bring my kid to R-rated movies. She's 11. And she's fine. But anyway, I definitely recommend seeing this movie. It's great. It's wonderful. It's beautifully shot. It's well written. It's just a wonderful, wonderful time. So you'll really enjoy this movie. Thanks for watching. Remember, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and visit our website, geekgirlworld.com, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more Film Fridays. Bye!